Welcome to HR Digital Angel, all the geek translated into HR speak. I'm your host, Sarah Regal, resident IT geek and instructional designer, here to help you with applying technology, new modalities, and methods into an HR context. Today, we have part 3 of our 3-part series on chatbots. In the previous sessions, we defined the 3 basic types of bots and talked about HR use cases. If you missed them, you should check them out before listening to this episode, because we're building on that knowledge for this episode, iRobot, Chatbots Part 3. Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I may remember. Involve me and I learn, said Benjamin Franklin. We're going to use this principle to help you understand how to build a chatbot training program by getting you hands-on to create your own functional bot. If you remember all the way back to the first episode in this series about the different types of bots, we will be building a support bot using IBM Watson. Don't worry, you won't need to be a data scientist or a programmer to build a bot. It's as easy as ordering a pizza. IBM has created an incredibly user-friendly interface to help you get started building. So let's talk learning objectives. Our learning objectives for this part of the program are, first, to understand the basic parts of a chatbot and how these parts relate to the setup of a bot. Second, how to add each part of a bot and in which order. Last, the best practices for training the bot and testing the bot with some users. We'll work through this framework using the lens of the learning experience design to anchor each concept so that at the very end, you'll have all the pieces you need to build your own training program, all for free. If you're not familiar, learning experience design is a relatively new discipline within learning management that blends traditional instructional design with design thinking principles to create learning in an agile, innovative, and human-centered way. The learner and the process the learner goes through are at the center of the design. Through this design, we connect with the learner on a rational and emotional level. This is what makes the learnings created using this method effective and powerful. Perhaps we'll do a whole separate podcast on this bit later. We're going to use a mix of modalities for this blended program, so buckle in because we're going to get interactive. Before I send you off to engage with the learning content on the website, we have a special guest for the show. My guest, Snakes Every Day, is a YouTuber who built his first bot using IBM Watson at the age of 10. He has some valuable advice for people just getting started. Hi, Snakes Every Day. How are you?
Good.
So you built your first bot at 10. What was that like?
It was fun and challenging.
So what kind of bot did you build? What was its purpose, and what problem were you solving?
Well, the problem that I was solving was, I guess it wasn't really a problem, but I knew some people at my school didn't know very much about dinosaurs, so its purpose was to teach people a little bit about dinosaurs.
What advice do you have for my audience who will be building their own bots?
So my advice is probably find sites and then you list the sites, then you read through all of them. Because what I did was I just went through one site, read through it, one site, read through it, and did that for the research.
Sites like Digital Angel's online website at www.sregal.fr?
Yes. Yep.
Thanks so much for joining us, Snakes. And don't forget to check out the Snakes Everyday YouTube. You can find details about...
I do unboxing videos, I do gaming, and that kind of thing.
You can find the link to his channel in the comments. Now we're going to get started. The easiest way to engage in this course will be to access the podcast website at www.sregal.fr, where you will find the guided path for the content along with the links. You'll find the link in the podcast description. I'll see you in a few minutes on the course.